Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a general spread for the collective. This is going to be just an energy reading. Take it how it resonates. I do have my shadow cards today, so I'm going to pull some shadow cards and some oracles and see what comes out with these cards. Just get the overall energy. Alright, so let's see. Holy Spirit, what is this reading about for the collective? What do they need to know at this time for their highest good? Let's make this message very clear. All right. Let's see what the Wisdom of the Night Oracle cards want to talk about today in this reading. We have Oath at the bottom of the deck, and it pretty much means what it says. Somebody took an oath. Somebody made a promise. Somebody made a commitment. Somebody could have also made a sacrifice. For some reason, I'm getting this is an oath that somebody could have possibly taken regarding joining something. Like they got branded into it. Like these tattoos could represent whatever organization this person was branded into. All right. But somebody took an oath. And I want to say before God, somebody could have taken an oath before God. Normally, when you take an oath before God, it represents marriage or a commitment of some sort. But let's see what comes out. What is this oath energy for the collective? Please make it very clear. What's this oath energy for my collective? I have a lot of cards that flipped out. I'm just going to show them to you. We have obedience. We have fragment. We have love, and we have forbidden. The last card is individuality. This is a lot of feminine energy. It doesn't have to be a feminine energy that I'm talking to, but there's a lot of feminine energy here. And the center of this reading is obedience. And back at the bottom of the deck, we have oath. So I'm going to take the oath card. Behind the oath card, we have denial. And we also have forbidden. So with that and with the fruit, I'm getting somebody ate the forbidden fruit or something about forbidden fruit. And then we also have deceit. So I don't know what this is, but we're going to see if we can get into it and make it make sense. There's an individual. This could be you. This could be somebody else. There's an individual here that took an oath. And I want to feel like they took this oath before God. And now somebody's being denied. So this person took an oath. They made a vow of commitment, right, to honor something, right? However, whoever this is had an offer that was forbidden. Like this is the garden, this is the story of Adam and Eve in the garden, you know, eating the forbidden fruit, eating from the forbidden tree. And when they did that, they got kicked out of the garden, basically. So Eve had to suffer for what Adam did, because Adam is the one that took the oath. The masculine is being punished for what the woman did because the man took the oath. This man's oath could be, I promise to protect this person. I vowed to be with this person for, you know, whatever the vow was. But there was an oath of commitment that was made. And somebody, an individual, made an oath of commitment to obey the commandments, to obey and honor the... Okay, my throat is messed up. Hold on. I just heard somebody's ashamed of themselves, but whatever. Anyway, this individual made a vow of commitment to somebody, to obey, to honor, to commit, to whatever, to protect and serve, whatever. They didn't keep their promise to do that, right? This person took an oath of commitment to something else or gave a commitment to somebody else. And that decision to not honor their commitment with this other energy has caused them to be kicked out of the garden. This person's leaving the garden. This is a ghost. This is a spirit. They're either entering into a dark place, or their spirit is being this is a female energy. It's a woman, rather. She's being lifted up. She's being like taken away in the spirit. Somebody's being taken away in the spirit. I don't know if this means their soul is about to leave their body. They're about to lose their life. I don't know what that means. But yeah, there's a lot. All right, and we also have forbidden. This is a door that has no access to it because this door is forbidden. Somebody either got access to this door and they went through it and they were not supposed to do it. But this is also regarding somebody's love life. This is a romantic connection between two people that somebody destroyed because they did not honor their commitment. And now they're being denied access to this door. This person's trying to reach for this energy again, but they're being denied access because they didn't honor their commitment. This person was disobedient to God. This person was not right with themselves. This person didn't honor their commitment. They keep emphasizing this person didn't honor their commitment regarding love. So when I said Adam is being punished for what the woman did, it's because Adam was given the commandment by God to protect and serve and to take care of the Garden of Eden and to not allow anything to come in. But, you know, whatever happened in the garden got both of them kicked out of the garden. So the woman got kicked out because of what she did, but it was Adam's fault that she did it in the first place. Because even if the woman did eat from this tree and became something else, Adam didn't have to do it too. Adam could have denied whatever this was that was being offered. So, you know, in the Bible it talks about it being an apple, but whatever it was offered to him and he accepted the offer instead of denying the offer because he knew that he wasn't supposed to take this offer, or he knew he wasn't supposed to do this. But somebody did something regardless of the fact that they was not supposed to do it. I don't know. Let me get a little bit of Kipper on this, and then we'll see what comes out. What's this obedience card? What's this obedience card? We have a main male. This main male was disobedient to God. They didn't honor their contract, their commitment, their union, their connection. They disrespected somebody else's journey. So basically, I know I keep talking about the Garden of Eden and Adam and Eve, but when they got kicked out of the garden, they were not able to go back in. The door was locked. So they had to learn how to, you know, to live off the land and take care of themselves. But the thing is, God cursed the land the same way he cursed the people. Somebody here has been cursed, or they were cursed or hexed by somebody, and they're under some type of curse. It's like their tree bears no fruit. If you eat from this person's tree, you will become sick or ill or pass away. This person has like a poisonous energy attached to them. Look at the coffin at the bottom of the card and look at the bad health right behind it. I'm telling you, somebody could be very sick right now. Somebody did something that was bad and it caused them their life. Their soul could be actually leaving their body. Somebody could be actually passing away, crossing over to the other side. I don't know, but somebody is being carried away in the spirit. Their spirit, their soul has left their body. That's what I'm getting. And the sad part is, I guess they're saying whatever this is, whoever this is, when they pass away, their soul won't be able to cross over. Their soul will be stuck in their body forever. Like they won't be able to transition to the next life. because they won't have a soul, or they won't have a place there. There's no place for them in this there. Like they don't, I don't know, but so we got a main male who disobeyed, I'm just gonna say, God's commandments, and they chose to deny themselves access. They keep talking about they have no access to this place anymore. Like they can't return back anymore because their soul has left their body. It's like they gave up the ghost. You know how people say when you pass away, you give up the ghost and your soul leaves your body? This is somebody's soul that's leaving their body. But their soul can't get into heaven because their soul is being blocked. I don't know, so I don't know what that is, but anything else, Kipper? Unexpected income in reverse. They just keep saying somebody lost their soul, lost their way, disobeyed. I don't know, and I feel like it was a masculine that was led astray. So if we're going to make this about the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, Adam was led astray by the woman because the woman ate the fruit and gave it to Adam, and Adam did eat too. But had Adam obeyed what God said and not have eaten the fruit, neither one of them would have been kicked out of the garden. They both would have been able to stay in the garden where they were protected. But because they both disobeyed, they both had to leave this place. But what does it have to do with you? I don't feel like you're being blamed for whatever happened here. I feel like God knows your heart, and God knows you didn't deserve whatever this was. Because even when Adam and Eve were kicked out of a garden, their story continues in their own book called the Adam and Eve story. And it talks about how when they got kicked out, Eve was pregnant with Adam's child. And Adam told Eve to go away from him, and he went his own way. So he left Eve by herself in the wilderness, pregnant with his child. I did see the child card at the bottom of the deck before I shuffled. Pregnant with his child out there in the wilderness carrying his baby, and told her to basically just leave him alone, because Adam wanted to die after he sinned against the Most High. Adam tried to unalive himself a couple of times after he did what he did, but God wouldn't let him pass away. He kept bringing his soul back into his body. So every time Adam tried to kill himself, God would put his soul back into his body, because he's like, no, you got to live with this now. You don't get to die and escape what you did. You got to stay here and live through what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, make this right or something. So Adam feels like he got punished for what Eve did, basically. So I feel like this masculine could be blaming you for something you did. But whatever they say you did, they really did to themselves. All right. Take it how it resonates. Yeah, so now they're being kicked out of the garden. They're kicked out of heaven. This person fell from grace. They got kicked out of heaven, kicked out of the garden. They left you by yourself. They blamed you for what they did. Because even when God approached Adam in the garden after they had did what they did, God called out and he said, Adam, where you at? And Adam said, I'm over here hiding in the bushes. What's up? God said, come here, let me see you. So Adam was like, I'm naked. God said, how you know you naked? I didn't tell you was naked. Who told you was naked? So right in that moment, God knew that Adam had sinned. He gave his body to somebody else. And God knew what he had did. And Adam tried to blame the woman. So when God asked him what you did, and he said, the woman you gave me the fruit, and I did eat. And God was like, what the fuck you mean? The woman gave you the fruit. I told you not to eat it. So don't blame her for what you did. You know what I'm saying? This person got to be accountable for their actions. They lack accountability. And we got the false person in despair. This person gave up the gift that God gave them for a bite of a piece of apple that another woman gave him to eat. God gave Adam another partner in the beginning that he didn't want to deal with because she was too much to deal with, whatever the case was. She didn't want to submit to his will. So Adam went out and found somebody else and got with that person, and that person got him to sin against himself and got him kicked out of the Garden of Eden. So he's blaming that woman for what he did to himself and the other person. But it wasn't that person's fault, because Adam could have resisted the temptation that the other person was offering him and turned it away instead of accepting the offer. So, the thief card. So Adam was once a wealthy man, but now he's poor and desolate, and he's kicked out of his place. And he's been put out of this place of power where he once had power and control to a place where he has no power and control. So now he has no power and control. He gave away his power to somebody else. Because, you know, when Adam did what he did, where God had given him dominion, he took away his dominion. He gave it to Satan. And he said, now Satan will rule the world. Now Satan will be able to do everything he want to do with, you know, in the world, because you gave him that power. I gave you the power to do whatever I told you to do, and you gave it away to somebody else for some money, for some ass, for some whatever you know, whatever you got out of it. Was it worth it? And he's like, no, it wasn't. I wish I had followed your commandments. I wish I had kept my promise. I wish I had stayed with my person. And now my person's leaving me and I'm all alone. He has nobody to turn to, nobody there that can help him, nobody who cares about what he's going through. He's doing it. He's all alone. You know, whoever he once had is no longer there. So yeah, this masculine, you know, is in denial because they don't want to take accountability for what they did. And until they take accountability, they're going to be denied access to this door, to heaven, to this gift. So there's that. Let's get some shadow cards on this energy. I can't make this shit up. This person is alone in the world with nobody to turn to and nobody that got his back, because he gave up his position. He gave up everything, basically. Because in the garden, they didn't have to do nothing. They didn't have to till the ground. They didn't have to kill no animals and sacrifice no blood. They had everything they needed together in the garden. But one person wanted more than what they already had and got greedy and wanted more and saw an opportunity to have more than what he had and lost what everything he had. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, now they're alone in the world. Lonely, sad, and miserable because they disobeyed God. When you disobey God and God allows you to let your choices and decisions be your own, and you find yourself in places where you don't belong, it's like, don't come back to God expecting for God to bring you out of that situation or save you from that situation when you put yourself in that situation. God will come in and save you, but he's going to make you go through whatever this is until you learn the lesson. And when he feels like you've learned the lesson, then he will come in and save you from whatever this is. But if he feels like you don't have any love for self or others, he's not going to let you ruin somebody else that potentially has the love of themselves or others. You know what I mean? Can't be running around you can't be running around in the streets, you know what I'm saying, messing with people and then leaving people after you get what you want, and then these people got to go to God to heal. Like, this is the kind of person this person was, like, running around with everybody and just doing everything and just envious, gluttony. I just told you this person got greedy and wanted something more than what they already had. And they got greedy and they became gluttonous in their, like, this person is being viewed as a fallen angel who fell from grace, who got kicked out of their position, who got cheated out of their destiny, who robbed themselves of this blessing, who tried to steal it back from somebody else, like gave away their position of power and lost themselves, hiding themselves, not being true to themselves. So this is a lot. So I'm going to stop pulling. And look, now they're trying to numb their pain and hide their regret, cover up their shame. You know, Adam tried to cover up his shame. Once he felt guilty for what he did, he felt shame. So when God called him out of the garden and told him to come here, he didn't want to go out in front of God because he didn't want God to know he was naked. So this person did something that was a shameful act, and it caused somebody a lot of pain. And whoever this person caused all this pain to had to go to God to heal. So now God is protecting this person that went through all this pain from this past person, so this person can't come back and do this to you again. So the door to this person is being closed. Whatever this connection was, it's now being forbidden. The love between the two of you was not real because only one of you was giving from a good place. The other person was trying to steal the energy you gave them and use it for themselves, like a vampire. All right, Queen of my world. So I get Lilith energy with this, and I don't know much about Lilith or the story about Lilith and Adam and all that before Eve came into the picture, but I do feel like Adam had another wife before he met Eve. But I really feel like Eve was more dominant than Adam in some regard, and she didn't want to submit to him because he wanted her to do things that she didn't want to do. And so they separated from each other. Eve ran off and she took herself out of the garden and she put herself in a place, and God tried to get her to come back, but she didn't want to go back because, Lilith did go back to the garden to go back to Adam. And when she got back to the garden, she saw that Adam was with Eve. And that set Lilith on this rampage of revenge to seek vengeance against all Adam's children that he conceived with Eve, because she was supposed to be the mother of the children that Adam conceived, not Eve. Eve was like her replacement because Adam wanted a woman that was more submissive, and he couldn't control and dominate Lilith, so he asked for another wife. So God gave him what he wanted, which was another person. And God allowed him to go into union with that person and have children together. Okay, take it how it resonates. We have the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Wands. No, I'm sorry, we have the Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the King of Cups. So Adam is basically being blamed for what happened in the Garden of Eden, and not Eve, the woman that God gave him. Because Eve didn't get the commandment from God or the rules or the garden. Adam was told what to do, right? And so God is not really blaming the other woman, basically. He's blaming the man. Whoever this man is to you, God is blaming this person for what they did, because they're the reason all this even started. Had they not done what they did, none of this would have happened. You see what I'm saying? Everybody would be in the rightful position. There would be no bad blood or whatever this is. There would be no issues. But being disobedience caused somebody a lot of pain. And now they're suffering for what they did. I got the Six of Cups at the bottom. And the Sun card. That's a yes. This could be a Leo energy, a water sign, or somebody with water sign placements in their chart. So let me get some index cards on this, because I don't really know what they're trying to say about this, because whoever this was that disobeyed and tried to blame the other person for what they did is being punished for not being basically not being a divine masculine, because they're not a divine masculine. This is a false person. So somebody here was pretending to like have a powerful position or a position of power that they didn't really have. So y'all remember when Jesus went on his fast for 40 days and he went up into the mountains and Satan tried to tempt him with bread and tried to offer him something to eat, and Jesus said, no thank you, I'm good. He told him that he can give him all the kingdoms of the world, and Christ told him, I don't need that because my kingdom is in heaven. The devil promised this person a position of power that would give them power to basically rule the world, queen of my world. But whoever made this offer didn't have the was not in the position to make that offer. So the offer from the beginning was a bad deal. It was never a good offer to begin with. It was always a bad offer to start with or something. So I'm hearing flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood. Give me a second. I don't know what this is. Can we clarify this with some flow? Because I don't know what this is. I'm trying to understand what they're saying about this other person, because the masculine is the center of attention here. This is the one that's kind of in trouble right now. So he's having to explain himself why he decided to do what he did. What made him think that this would be good or this was the right thing to do. He's having to justify his actions. He's having to explain what he's having to testify against for what he did. Like, he's being called to the stand to testify for what he did. Like, he's been put on trial because this evidence against him doesn't seem real, or the evidence against him could be like false evidence or something. Somebody could have false evidence on this person, or somebody was falsely accused. Let me make it make sense. Somebody here is being put to trial, right? They're being called to the stand to testify for what they did, right? But they're being put on the stand because they're saying that somebody framed them, set them up, like they're innocent. But in order for them to be proven innocent, they got to have evidence to support their case. So this person may try to say that I have proof that I was deceived by the woman, or I have evidence this woman did this to me. And he's going to try to pull up some information to prove that he was deceived by this woman. So this master's trying to say that he was deceived by the woman, and he wants to be forgiven for whatever he did because the woman deceived him. He's using that as his reason for what he did, if that makes sense. Okay, let's clarify this energy. What is this masculine trying to do with this? Why is this masculine on the stand to testify? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Somebody's trying to plead their case to prove their innocence because they don't want to be judged for something they didn't do, is what I'm getting. Somebody was set up here and they could have been framed. So they're trying to prove themselves to be innocent of whatever they're being accused of doing. Somebody here is innocent of whatever they were accused of doing. This could be you, this could be them. But they were falsely accused of something they didn't do, and they want their innocence back. Yeah, somebody is like, I know I did something bad, but I didn't do that. I'm being falsely accused of something I didn't do. This is what they're saying. that they're being falsely accused of something they didn't do. So they're under judgment for being falsely accused. Dark heart. This is somebody begging for mercy. Somebody's begging for mercy. Look at this. I got the Emperor in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, or the Hermit in reverse. I just heard the Jagged Edge song, Kicked Out of Heaven. I'm trying to get the lyrics. I just walked out of heaven. Somebody got kicked out of heaven. Somebody fell from grace here. They're trying to get back in their position, but I feel like they're begging for mercy, that God doesn't judge them for what they did, because they want to be excused for not, for girls, I don't know what this is. This person trying to beg for forgiveness. I don't feel like they need to be judged for this, because they don't feel like they did anything wrong. They feel like they were deceived by somebody else. So because they feel like they were manipulated by somebody, if they were not manipulated by this person, they wouldn't have done what they did. So they got to convince God that they're sorry for what they did. And I don't think God believes this person was sorry for what they did. They got to prove their innocence. Right now they're guilty. They got to prove their innocence. They got to prove their innocence. Look at this, the Hierophant. Somebody got to prove their innocence before they're judged. But they're under judgment because they're guilty of doing some type of, I heard illegal magic. This is illegal, forbidden magic. So somebody used forbidden magic on this connection between you and this person to illegally, like, cord cut the two of you apart, like separate you from each other. So somebody did a cord cutting ceremony on this union with you and this masculine to tear you two apart. So God is not judging this person for what that person did. They're being judged for allowing this person access to your energy instead of protecting you the way they were supposed to. Okay. And we back to the Sun card and the Six of Wands and the Two of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So the masculine is under judgment, but they're not being accused of everything they did. Some of the stuff that was being done was not them. It was somebody else doing it to them or to you. So they're not going to be punished for all of those things, but they're going to be judged for allowing this person to have access to your energy. So what's the outcome for this connection between this masculine and this feminine energy in reverse? What's the outcome for the two of them? The Four of Wands in reverse wanted to come out. What's the outcome for these two people in this energy? Somebody's going to be free from this situation. Somebody's going to get free from this situation, and they're going to be able to heal from the situation, and they're going to be able to come into union with themselves. So in order for this person to come back into union, they have to come into union with themselves, and they have to go to God for forgiveness, and they have to leave another situation behind, like leave their past behind. In order for them to walk through this door. Yeah, this person got to leave all this behind in order for them to be able to move forward. But in the meantime, whoever you are, you're going to stay single, and you're going to wait for God to send you another person or somebody else that's not unhealed. So basically, the feminine is pretty much not accepting new offers at this time regarding love, because I feel like your main priority is yourself right now, because whatever you went through in this situation, it was a lot. And so God is giving you, protecting you from everybody around you so that you can continue to focus on yourself, right? And whoever this person is more of a distraction for you. So while they're over here working with this person, they're blocking them from you so they cannot distract you from whatever God wants you to do, okay? So they're asking for you to walk away from this person who's either under some type of binding spell, because it kind of feels like a binding spell is on this person and this connection with somebody else that they need to walk away from to have this new beginning with you. So this person is either bound to someone else they have to walk away from. It's almost like they're in connection with another person that is either their legal wife or spouse, or they're legally married to each other, but there's some kind of joint custody or joint union between them and somebody else. So they're being forbidden right now or blocked from you now because of this connection they have with somebody else. So if you're expecting for this person to either return again, don't expect for it to happen anytime soon, because somebody could have car trouble, somebody could get in an accident, somebody could lose their life in a tragic car wreck or something like that, or cause I'm getting a really bad car accident where multiple people in the car accident will pass away because one driver of the vehicle was under the influence, whether they were drinking and driving or whatever else they were doing, but they're going to cause a major accident and multiple people are going to be injured in this accident, and somebody could be going to jail because of it. Somebody here hasn't done any inner work on themselves. Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit. Somebody here needs to do some inner work on themselves, maybe some shadow work, I don't know, but it's like one of you is no longer in the shadow, in the dark anymore. One of you has already like spiritually evolved or elevated to the next level, and somebody else is still like somewhere in between, you know what I mean? Stuck in the middle of two places or in two places at the same time. I don't know, but they're definitely under the influence of somebody else. As far as this car accident that I see here, somebody could have tampered with the vehicle. So they're saying go get your vehicle checked out, make sure your tires are good, and there's nothing like no lights or nothing on your dashboard. So if you got like a check engine light on or anything else that's coming on, go get the vehicle looked at by a professional, because somebody could have did something to your car to kind of make you have an accident or cause some type of accident for you. Somebody's trying to like get rid of you or get you out of the picture by either physically removing you from the situation, by doing something to cause an accident. I don't know, but I don't know. Anything else? Take it how it resonates. Let's get some index cards real quick and close this out. At the bottom of my deck, we have return all black magic and dark magic back to sender. Somebody here was doing blood magic. I don't know what this is. This gives like somebody is into like a lot of like rituals. They do rituals and they do ceremonies and they do get-togethers. They do gatherings, and in these gatherings and get-togethers, there's a lot of dark shit going on. This is like a cult or a coven or people that practice dark magic on certain times of the month. And when they come together, they do all kinds of things, and they do all types of rituals and shit. And it's like a destiny swapping ceremony. Like, if you want to swap destinies, meet us at this location at this time. Bring your stuff, bring you this, bring you that, and we're gonna swap destinies with chosen ones, and we're gonna steal their energy, and we're gonna manifest with it, and we're gonna use it for ourselves. but I don't know what that is. I can't deal with this bullshit. It's too early in the morning for this. Let's close this out. What is this about? Look. Somebody here argues about you. They're lost without you. They're in Hell's Kitchen, don't even know it. Hell's Kitchen. Somebody here, this person cannot stay in their own company. They can't be alone by themselves. They got to face their own demons. Look, tried to steal your destiny. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I swear I can't. They spoke evil over your life and attacked your mind, not knowing the power you possess. That's the kind of person you're dealing with. That's who this person is to you, or was to you. Somebody who was trying to steal your destiny. Destiny swapping. Doing all kind of shit with your energy. Just doing the absolute most. And now they're being judged for all this dark magic they tried to do to you. This person is being exposed. That Sun card came out twice. Someone cursed their own bloodline. I said somebody was cursed from the beginning. Somebody here cursed their own bloodline, trying to curse you, and their kids will pay their karma. So if this is about Adam and Eve, Adam cursed his own bloodline, having babies with Eve, and that wasn't his original person of choice, and him choosing her as his wife, or making her his wife, cursed his bloodline, basically, is what he's trying to say. And the other woman that got away is the one that's being called out as the true divine feminine. This is the feminine energy that was supposed to have that position that this person stole from you. So you're getting all that back and then some. And this person who tried to swap destinies with you is going to be, their soul is going to leave their body. They're going to be taken care of. This person says, we'll never meet anyone else like you. They lost a good thing. Abso-fucking-lutely. All right. Pure-hearted energy. So you were the Queen of Cups in reverse with this person because you lost yourself in this connection. And you gave this person too much of your energy. So you lost yourself in this, and you almost became like a dark karmic energy yourself, in a sense, because this person was stealing your energy, making you become karmic in nature, behaving like a karmic, acting like a karmic. But you have a pure heart, and God is going to restore you in ways you were not restored before, like refill your cup, okay? If you're ready, the Most High will never leave you or forsake you. So God is saying, if you're ready to go, I'm here to get you. I sent my people to come pick you up. So if you're tired of all this bullshit and you want to go, I'm here to pick you up. So if you're ready to walk away from this person, God is here for you. And he's going to protect you from this person if you need to be protected. But if you're ready, God is waiting on you. And he will never leave you or forsake you. So whoever this was got childhood wounds and a broken heart. And now they're traumatized. All right? Somebody here could be paying for love spells. I can't make this stuff up. And they tried to steal your destiny, or they were tied to your destiny, but not anymore. This was your person. Adam had the power, and he had dominion over the world, and he gave his power away to somebody else, and he got kicked out of his position, just like this person did. So this person could be a descendant of Adam, from the same bloodline, whatever, and they're part of that cursed family bloodline like Adam was, and maybe your destiny is to be fulfilled with somebody else. And I feel like you're going to get that new person as soon as you walk away from this person who paid for spell work on you. And they're under heavy judgment for what they did, all right? And you're about to win a lot of money for somebody here. And this person thought they could level up without you, and they couldn't. And now they over here sitting in this karma, dealing with these demonic spirits they've conjured up. And whatever entity they tried to conjure up is coming for blood, because they didn't make good on what they promised to do. This person promised to sacrifice you to this group of people, and they couldn't make good on their deal. So now they're losing their life or their money, and they're going to be taken away in the spirit, okay? So get your black dress ready, I heard. Somebody here is being attacked by demonic spirits, and it's the same demonic spirits they conjured up to attack you. So there's that. Love and light to you all. Namaste.